Were there a lot of comparisons between you and Coach McGregor, and how did you handle that, if there were?
Yeah, I think there was some separation there. I remember that interview when I got the job, and they asked me what the difference between Coach McGregor and myself was, and I said, well, I'm Warren Caruso and he's Bruce McGregor. And I mean, it's not a simple answer, but there were some differences from a personality standpoint, a background standpoint, but there were many similarities, and I often talk about it. I don't know where he ended and I started, but much of what I know about basketball comes from him in the 10 years I spent. But I think the biggest difference is probably he at the end of his career had mellowed a little. He was very intense and wanted to win, and early in my career I was probably, if you ask the guys, I was probably a little bit out of my mind at times, and had a real drive to be successful, and wanted to not let anyone down with what I was given the keys to, and fortunately I think we did okay.
Yeah. Growing up here and being a basketball fan here, I always knew Husson as a successful program, but I don't know that it ever hit me how successful it was until the last few years. Under your tenure, you have, I believe it's 14 regular season championships and 13 conference tournament championships. And that is, it's like the glory days. Growing up now as a Red Sox fan, kids don't know how bad it was.
Right.
It
was bad.
It was really bad. But looking at the Husson Eagles, I don't know that there has been a dry spell in the history of the program. And just under you, you're winning championships about half the time you're coaching.
Yeah.
Does it get old?
No, it's our goal, and fortunately we've been successful at it, and we've gone about it, or we've gotten to a championship in a bunch of different ways. It's not always a perfect season, and we've had 36 consecutive winning years. I might be a little off on this, but we've had 2 losing seasons in the last 60.
Wow.
So it's really just a staple of expectations. And
were you coach for either of those?
Yeah, well, some people think I was here when the campus was born, but I didn't come until '84. But I think it's one thing that we have to be careful of is not to take it for granted.
Right.
And so we work really hard at recruiting. We work really hard at our training and preparing our team, and our student athletes know that that's the expectation. So you don't want to fall on that idea that it's just going to happen. It comes from a lot of hard work, and we're really proud of our student athletes and our coaches and what we do and how we get there.